Good afternoon, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy. Welcome to the madness. I'm Beverton. Yes. I feel like being a little bit silly today. And uncalled for. And this is the interwebs, so, as George Bush would say, on the interwebs, we've seen pictures of people doing atrocious things. And we must go to Iraq and liberate them. This is the internet, and for some reason we need to open boxes online. This is my yellow knife. No, I don't really have an agenda here. It's just a yellow knife that should be in the kitchen. And let's not point that out to the people that operate inside the kitchen that would get upset if I had the knife out here. So, we're opening up the box. And we're opening up the box to take out this tool that's in a box, in another box. Now you're going to probably be saying, what's the point of this tool? Like, well, let me tell you. Alright, so we're here continuing this poor financial decision called modifying a car. Now, on the wonderful realm that we're continuously modifying cars, we're going to take the car that we're having here, the 325e that was designed with about 140 horsepower, and put 600 horsepower in it. Now, unlike the normal idiot that would have skipped this vital part, I decided that it was important to improve the brakes. Stupid mate. I should have just sent it. I'm here trying to open up this wonderful tool that looks like it's missing a die. Where is it? Okay. To create brake lines, because we changed from 4-lug to 5-lug because more is better and just increases more things to brake. Remember that thing about poor financial decisions and things being expensive, balling out of control? This would be one of those moments. Now, this tool, because in Germany, the Germans had a meeting and someone probably said, you know what we could do? We could make it simple. And someone said, but why? Let's over-engineer it, Frederick. Yeah. Hence, the Germans are coming. And the Germans came and created bubble flares. They could have been normal and created a regular-ass flare like regular-ass people. But no, they decided to be weird. It's like, let's be extra. And in essence, that basically means you now need to buy things you wouldn't have needed to buy to make parts that you wouldn't needed to have made if they had just cooperated and acted like everybody else and followed through. Now, before we continue to act like I know what I'm doing here, I'm joking. To some degree, you should understand that I do kind of know what I'm doing when I'm not being clumsy. You look at this wonderful flared brake line that is already in the die for some reason. Well, anyway, the BMW E30 uses a bubble flare because, like I said, BMWs, let's be stupid. It's pretty much somewhere in there after Bavarian Motor Works. It's somewhere in the mission statement. It's like, you know what? You know what would get them to come back to the dealership so we can steal their money at the stealerships we make? Let's over-engineer it. But yes, this is basically the wonderful thing that keeps us on the path that we're on. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today. Because there's the other reason as to why I'm paying, I think, $230-something for this. It ranges between $220 and like $250. And it's a tool. Now, here's my logic. Chase Bay has a kit that you can use to replace the brake lines. It's a fancy thing that costs $219. Cool. It looks pretty. It's also great looking. And it's $200 and something. Now, basically for the price of the tool and brake lines that I also bought, I think I ended up spending like $270. And essentially I think I have like 50 foot of, I think it's nickel copper brake line. So I can make my own lines for this car. And going forward, because I know once I finish this project, I'll most likely start again on another project where I might feel like I'm going to be in the need to upgrade the brake line, or once again change the hubs from 4 to 5, because once again, you know, we never learn. What? Do the same thing and expect a different outcome? Of course, because welcome to stupid society. Either way, man. So, yeah, we're gonna be making brake lines. I'm gonna show you how to use this bad boy. As soon as I figure out where everything is and how everything goes, and I mess something up in private so no one corrects me on the internet, because we all need to do that all the time. Bubble flare things. Didn't I order just one type? Why is there a variety in here? Damn it, Amazon and your slave labor. This does smell like child labor and communism. Ding! The more you know. Alright. We'll be back. Show you more important things. We are here doing things. Alright. So, slave labor made shenanigans. It has a little wiggle in it. This isn't necessarily good, and this is what happens when you don't pay top dollar for certain things. You get these wonderful wiggly moments. So, open this. We're gonna use these dies because I don't know why they call them dies. They're a molding cast. Oh, we're gonna keep everything down here so you can possibly see this, so that this thing doesn't go blurry you to death. So yeah, we're trying to do bubble flares. So we're trying to get these bad boys to look like these wonderful BMW. We're gonna charge you $50 for it, with the little flat back, the arch at the top. It's kind of like the perfect position that you get your grip. Never mind, I'm distracted. We need to look like this when it's done. And in a moment I'll get the auto zoom back on, because this is not it. So, all right, boom. So, we're gonna drop this in here. This is a very small notion of this. Oh, before you do this, nickel copper brake line. You need to break it. You need to cut it with one of these cheap apparatuses. Get a good one. See all that wonderful play? Not good either. Make sure block is seated. We're gonna put this in here. Before you use this on the real, you're putting it on the car, clean it. Gonna have the back of these. Boom. Or you're gonna get the official tool that someone can sell you that's gonna be a lot sturdier than that. But we're hoodlums. And no one wants to pay for that. So we're gonna move right ahead. We're being extra cheap. That's why we have this short ass piece of line. Boom. So, all that fidgeting making it look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, we're gonna slide this brake line in, try to get it a little bit situated. I'm gonna put this over, slide that in like this. We're gonna leave this loose. Now we're gonna do this. We're making sure, don't be fat. We're making sure this is flush with the die or holding thing here. Then we're gonna tighten it. Now remember to tighten it like you haven't seen your woman in 6 years of being in the desert. Don't break it though. That's gonna be bad for everybody. Now after that, remember, account for your wiggle. Get it to the appropriate size that you need it to. And because you're wiggling, when you're sliding in, ensure that it's in the hole. Gentlemen, you should all be professionals at this moment. Oh, yeah, there I go, second guessing myself. See, I just opened myself up to a Me Too moment. Moving right along, I'm not joking about that. It's a very serious situation. Do not comment in my section with it. When you're tightening this down, once again, don't strong arm it like I normally do and break things. Boom, one time, smooth and easy. Now, you got back from the desert, you're enjoying your life. It's not that horrendous. Undo that, undo that, a little bit of shake, and boom. You just, cut it out. You just did this. Now in a normal situation, where this was on, you should always ensure that you put on the wonderful fittings before you start doing this. Give me a second, let me put this back to auto because apparently I'm not that good. Boom. So yeah, here we go. So this is here, and it's autoing. So yeah, just like that. You do this. And this is the OEM we're gonna charge you your firstborn one for. This is the replacement. It's thicker. Everybody likes when it's thicker. That's what she said. Anyway, so in the event this doesn't work, because once again, Amazon, China, slave labor ship smells like communism and slave labor. We never know what's going on. I'll return it and write a horrible review. I'm already thinking about a horrible review because it's doing that. But yeah, that's what happened there. Now, the next video, and you see when I'm making brake lines, we'll get to see if this thing is actually worth a crap and check to see if the brake lines don't leak. If they don't leak, then we can say we saved a bunch of money by buying this and we can use it for future endeavors. If not, we'll resort to the Chase Bay one and get my money back because Jeff Bezos doesn't need $100 billion. Until next time.